Hello, space explorers. Have you ever wondered how a computer vision system recognizes a face or how a graphics engine rotates a character? Under the hood, these systems are constantly deforming space. To see how, imagine our coordinate plane is drawn on a highly flexible rubber sheet. This sheet is our canvas, and we are about to stretch it from the edges. But we cannot just warp this sheet any way we please. To keep our mathematical world orderly, we must follow two golden rules. First, all grid lines must remain perfectly straight and parallel. Second, the very center of our grid, the origin, must remain completely fixed in place. This brings us to a massive trap that catches many students. What if we simply slide the entire grid to the right? This is called translation. While the lines do stay straight and parallel, notice what happened to our origin. It shifted away from its starting point, breaking our second rule. To respect our rules, let's try a valid transformation. Let's scale our grid. By stretching the rubber sheet uniformly outward, from the center every coordinate doubles. Notice that the origin stays perfectly pinned, and every grid line remains straight. This is linear scaling. What if we want to spin our canvas instead? We can rotate the entire rubber sheet. As we rotate it counterclockwise, the origin acts as a perfect hinge. The lines curve during the motion, but once the rotation stops, they are perfectly straight and parallel again, satisfying our requirements. Now, let's look at a more unusual transformation called a shear. Imagine pushing only the top of our rubber sheet to the right, while keeping the bottom anchored. The grid slants diagonally. Even though the squares deform into parallelograms, the grid lines remain straight and parallel. There is one more fundamental transformation, reflection. Imagine lifting our rubber sheet and flipping it completely over, mirroring everything across the vertical axis. The photo is now reversed. Yet, because the grid lines are still straight and the origin never moved, reflection is perfectly linear. To truly understand these rules, we must see what happens when we break them. What if we twist the center of our rubber sheet while keeping the edges still? The grid lines bend into waves. Because the lines are no longer straight, this transformation is strictly nonlinear. Let's compare them side by side. On the left, our linear shear keeps all lines parallel and straight. On the right, our nonlinear wave bends space. This stark contrast is the foundation of computer graphics and machine learning. If our rubber sheet has infinite points, how can we possibly keep track of where they all land after a transformation? The secret lies in just two special arrows, our basis vectors I hat and j hat. These two vectors define our entire space. When we transform our space, these two basis vectors move to new landing spots. Watch closely as we shear the grid. While I hat stays put at 1, 0, j hat tilts to land at 1, 1. Because the grid is linear, every other point is locked to their movement. To see why this is true, look at any point, like 3, 2. This coordinate is just a recipe. It says walk 3 times the length of I hat, then add 2 times the length of j hat. This simple recipe holds true before and after any transformation. If we write down the new landing coordinates of our basis vectors, we get a matrix. The first column shows where I hat landed, and the second column shows where j hat landed. This simple 2 by 2 grid of numbers completely describes the entire transformation. Now we can understand matrix multiplication. When we multiply a matrix by a vector, we are just executing our coordinate recipe. We take our x-coordinate, 3, and multiply it by the first column, then add our y-coordinate, 2, times the second column. This is the ultimate connection. The formula on the right is not just a list of operations, it is the exact recipe of the spatial morphing on the left. The algebra and the geometry are two sides of the same coin, showing us exactly where our point lands on the stretched sheet. But why does this matter for artificial intelligence? If a neural network only used linear transformations, no matter how many layers we added, the entire network would collapse into a single flat linear warp. It could never learn complex, curved decision boundaries. To break this limit, neural networks use activation functions. These functions act like a crease or fold in our rubber sheet, deliberately bending the grid lines. This intentional nonlinearity allows the network to warp space in the complex ways needed to classify data. You now understand that a matrix is not just a static grid of numbers. It is a dynamic instruction manual for warping space. When you see a matrix multiplication, you are watching a rubber sheet stretch, rotate, and slide. Subscribe, as next we explore rotations in two-dimensional space.